This past week, I came across two statistics that drove me to make today's video. The first one, 41% of Americans feel financial wellness is a lofty goal they'll simply never achieve. The second one, 77% of Canadians ages 55 to 69 are constantly worried about their retirement finances. That's going to be our topic for today. Hi, my name is Jessica. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. This is a channel where we talk all about financial independence. I went from zero to over $1 million net worth in less than 8 years, and that is why I created this channel. This is my way of giving back by sharing my own journey to financial independence with the hopes that it'll be useful for other people. Let's get back to those two pieces of statistics. I found them to be disturbing, to say the least. Why do so many people feel that way? Why do so many people feel like retirement is a lofty goal? Retirement is something that should be accessible to everyone. And even for those people who feel like they will be able to retire at some point, are still concerned about their financial health and their financial wellness. What's wrong with this picture? Much of it is a combination of a couple of things, in my opinion. The first being the fear of the unknown, and that is exacerbated by the industry itself with the financial industry. In a recent 2021 survey done by the Empower Institute, 51% of the respondents feel like retirement to them is a big black box, meaning they don't know what to do or how to do it. Now, let's talk about the fear of the unknown for a minute. Most of us have not been taught how to manage money. We certainly weren't taught that in school, and we weren't taught that by our parents. If you happen to be one of those people who learned financial literacy at home, you are one of the lucky ones. For the vast majority, that's just not the case. Our schools didn't teach us, our parents didn't teach us. In most cases, our parents didn't even know what to do themselves, so they can only teach us what they know. So that is what causes a lot of anxiety, and that's the fear of the unknown. Most people don't know what to do. Most people don't even know how much money they will need in retirement and how to even go about saving it. And those who do have savings don't really know how to invest it and how to get the most out of their money so that their money is working hard for them going into their retirement years. And now this is exacerbated, like I said earlier, by the financial industry, the so-called financial advisors and financial planners. This is a highly unregulated industry. All of these titles, I've spoken about this before in a previous video. Anybody can call themselves a financial advisor or a financial planner, and they are actually salespeople masquerading as financial advisors. And their goal is to sell you the product that they have a stake in. Their goal is to sell you the financial products that they're going to get kickbacks on. You can call it commissions, you can call it salaries, you can call it bonuses, but that's what it is. They get paid to push certain products onto you, whether or not that product is in your best interest, and whether it's going to serve you in the long term, whether it's going to make sure that your retirement is safe and comfortable, is not on the top of their agenda. I know, that should be criminal, shouldn't it? And voila, there you have a recipe for mass confusion. But not all is lost. If you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to do, not all is lost. You can begin today. The key is, don't wait any longer. Don't let the fear paralyze you. You have to start somewhere. And the good thing is, well, I guess it could be good and bad. You have to take control. I think that's a great thing. And I know that's one of the things that really causes fear in people, but that is one of the best things, or at least that's how you have to look at it, because it's your life, it's your money, your finances, your future, your retirement. So you might as well take control of it. If you continue to wait for somebody else, they're just going to confuse you even more. I'm going to share with you today 5 things you can do. You can start those today to get your retirement started, or get it back on track if you feel like you're not quite where you want to be. The first one is to sign up for your company's retirement matching program. If you haven't done that, you need to do that today. Don't wait. Call your HR department, call somebody at work. Somebody will be able to help you if you don't have, if you haven't signed up for that already. Companies' retirement program basically is a lot of companies have this matching program. So you put in a certain amount and they'll match it. And generally, almost every company has a maximum amount that they'll match you for. So make sure that you select that maximum amount. What does this mean? So let's say your company has a policy that they will match up to 3%, meaning if you contribute 3% of your salary towards your retirement, they will match it up to 3%. Some match it 100%, some match it 50% of that, but it doesn't matter. If they have that, whatever that maximum is, if it's 3% or 4%, make sure you go for the highest number, the maximum amount. Because if you don't, you're leaving money on the table. Let's say if your company will match you up to 4% and you've only signed up for 2% because you only want 2% coming out of your own money, your own paycheck. So that means 2% comes out of your salary every paycheck, or however it is set up with your payroll, and then the company will match you 2%. Now you have left 2% from the company's side on the table just because you may not be willing to put in the 4%. You are literally turning away free money. So bite the bullet, my friend, and sign up for the full amount. That is literally free money. I don't even know how else to make it clearer to you. So sign up for the highest amount that you can, and this money will grow very, very quickly. You know, in 5 years and 10 years, you'll be pleased to see your retirement portfolio growing and your balances going higher and higher. So do that. That's the first one. But that in itself is not enough. What you want to do is up your savings rate. Save up to 25% of your income. Now hold on, don't turn off this video thinking that I'm asking you to do something unreasonable. Actually, saving 25% of your income is not as difficult as you think. Most people don't even try. That's the thing. I actually recommend 50% of your income, and now that's probably going to make you cringe, but I think that's even easier than most people think. That means you just live on every other paycheck. So if you get paid every 2 weeks or however your setup is, you just live on every other paycheck. But anyways, let's get back to our 25%, which is probably more reasonable if you're just starting out. So save 25% of your income. Sit down and look at your expenses. Cut down on the big three. Look at your housing. You know, if you need to downsize, then you need to do that. I think all of these things are worth your future financial wellness. It's worth setting up your future and your retirement in a comfortable way. It's worth that mental peace that you will have knowing that you're taken care of. Look at your housing, because for most of us, that's our single biggest expense. Downsize your housing if you have to. Eat healthy at home. So start cooking or learn how to cook and look at all of the frivolous spending that you might be doing. We all do that every now and then. So look at your food. That's the second biggest expense for most of us. And the third thing you might want to look at is, do you use shopping as a sport? A lot of people out there do. Stop keeping up with the Joneses. Joneses don't care. Joneses don't care about your finances and your retirement. As a matter of fact, Joneses are broke. So stop keeping up with the Joneses. Look at all of these things. I assure you, for most people out there, you can find a lot of money every month that you can dedicate towards your retirement. So that's number 2. Number 3. If you've done number 2 and you say, okay, you know what, I've done what I can, I've cut back on wherever I can, and I'm really down to bare bones and I still want to enjoy my life, so I can't cut anymore. That's fine. Number 3 is find ways to earn more money. There are so many ways to earn more money. Even if you do that for a short period of time to meet your goals. You might say, okay, look, I work full time, I work 5 days a week, and I need some time to relax. And absolutely, I agree with you. But if you have a specific goal that you want to accomplish, you may say to yourself that you will do this for a year or 2 years or whatever period of time makes sense for you. It might even be a few months. And so find another gig to pad your retirement. You can do, if you're technically savvy, you can do so many things. You can take care of social media for companies. You can become a virtual assistant. Or if you're not as technically savvy, there's so many things out there still. You can drive Uber, you can be a dog walker, and so on and so on. All you have to do is Google 20 ways to make money, and you'll see thousands of articles coming up. So you can do a lot of things. Number 4, with all of this money that you are saving and earning, maximize your retirement accounts. Once you've maximized your retirement accounts, that's not enough. Start padding your other investment accounts. So what does that look like? If you're in the United States, your first goal is to maximize your 401k, which we talked about. That's your employer's match account. Secondly, the US has IRA and Roth IRA. Which one is better for you? That's something that you're going to need to do a little bit more research on. Now, both of these vehicles, there's a limit to what you can contribute every single year. And anything beyond that, you are penalized. And then once you've maximized those vehicles, then you want to open a brokerage account. And this is your brokerage account. You can buy and sell and do whatever you want. Put a bunch of money in certain cheap index funds, and voila, there is no limit. You can put as much money as you want in your brokerage account because it's all post-tax amount anyway. So that's why you don't have any limitations. And if you are in Canada, very, very similar setup. Your first goal is RSP. A lot of employers offer RSP matching plans, so you want to maximize that first. Secondly, there's a TFSA, which is also a type of a tax shelter, so you want to maximize that. Both of those, just like the US, both of these have a maximum allowable amount every single year. Once you've done both of those, then you want to open a brokerage account or self-directed account, and it works the same way. You can buy and sell whatever you like in their stocks and bonds and index funds and so on and so forth. So you want to start putting money in there, and pretty much in that order, because you want to maximize and take benefits of any of the tax-friendly vehicles first. And the other place you can put money into is real estate. And again, that's a matter of interest, but real estate is another great vehicle to invest your money. And finally, number 5, self-educate. You are going to have to do your own research. You have to educate yourself. This is your life. Remember, you have to take control of your finances. You have to take control of your investments. And I promise you, it's not as hard as you think. It's not as hard as the financial industry and so-called advisors make it sound, because it is in their best interest to make sure that you remain confused, and you will need their services. If you're confused, you are paralyzed. A lot of people are paralyzed by fear around finances. Then you're going to go and look for some help. And basically, you're going to want to hand your money over and say to the person, here, you take care of it. You do everything. And then you feel like you can relax. The worst mistake you can make. You have got to take care of it yourself. So it's really in their best interest to make sure that you are not clear. Years ago, I read somewhere, somebody said that all the financial advice that you will ever need can be put on a 3x5 index card. And let me tell you, nothing could be truer. It is so true. And I don't mean to oversimplify everything. Of course, the world of finance is a little bit more complicated, and you want to make sure you understand how everything works. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to understand how every little thing works in order for you to become an investor, in order for you to become financially independent and secure your retirement. Nobody knows how everything works, not even the people whose job it is full-time to take care of finances. Not even they know how everything works. You can learn the basics, put them into action, and then just continue learning. Something as simple as an index fund that mimics the whole stock market. So you don't have to figure out how to pick the winning stocks and so on. Index funds, they are cheap, they're pretty safe as far as investments go, and they don't require you to do much work, really. It's basically invested and forget it kind of a philosophy. To me, financial wellness should not feel like a lofty goal that you cannot achieve. That just breaks my heart. So Please start with these basics, do these 5 things. If you put a little bit of time and effort in it, do this for yourself, you will become financially well and financially free in not that long of a time. And the future you will thank you for it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And as always, don't forget to share with me what your thoughts are on today's topic in the comments below, and I will see you next week.